Vice President, CA Prasanna Kumar D, who hails from Visakhapatnam. We have two esteemed professionals joining online, CA Rajendra Kumar from Chennai and CA Pankaj Shah from Indore. My very esteemed colleagues on the council, on the dais, Sanjay Agarwal ji, Hansraj Chugh ji, Sanjeev Singhal ji. I see people from the regional council, CA Sangam Agarwal, CA Vaibhav Jain, my very esteemed past council member CA Raj Chawla, the chairman CA Jagjit Singh Jags. I can see Mr. Rakesh Bhanot, who comes from the CCI, and young chartered accountants who have come here to go home more enlightened. What a momentous occasion. As the 73rd president of the institute, I am elated to see so many of my younger brothers and sisters being convocated as chartered accountants. This alphabet of trust is not acquired without hard work. The most difficult course in the world, calling for sleepless nights, and you have achieved it. You have done it. My heartiest congratulations that you are being convocated on this glorious day. My heartiest congratulations to you and your parents. More importantly, we say that we are chartered accountants. We are the outcome of our mothers who work day and night, who have sleepless nights to transform into chartered accountants. I congratulate your parents and your family on this fantabulous occasion. You are all aware that the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India was set up an Act of Parliament way back on 1st July 1949, when the most important document to the democracy, the Constitution, was not adopted. The Constitution to this great country was promulgated on 26 January 1950. The pertinent question that arises is, what prompted the Constituent Assembly to set up an Institute of Chartered Accountants of India when its own democratic setup was not in place? The answer is very candid, very simple, very forthcoming. They were looking for a disciplined band of soldiers to steer this country out of confusion and put it on the path of perpetual growth and advancement. And there we are, there you are, the financial soldiers of this great Republic of India. We started with a very humble beginning, 1,700 members, and have transformed into the largest accounting body of the world with over 5 lakh members and 11 lakh students. Look at the journey to excellence, the journey to create value, and more importantly, the journey to contribute. I'd like to tell you something about the international position. My younger brothers and sisters, I joined the council way back in 2004. In those days when we used to go to overseas, it was evident that they viewed us as second-rank citizens. And today times have changed. We are at premium compared to our counterparts at Palestine, in Bangladesh, in Japan. Indian chartered accountants have a formidable reputation which the entire world salutes. We are the first in the world to come out with guidance on remote auditing. Out of 180 IFAC countries, way back on 30th March 2020, when COVID had barely come in. We are the first in the world to formulate 23 forensic standards. You use IFRS, you use Ind AS. We give royalty to IFRS Foundation in London for doing so. You'll be more than happy to know that the entire world wants to give royalty to us for using our forensic standards. One very important thing I would like to relate to you. We were very keen to have an MOU with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Singapore. We tried several times, but somehow things did not materialize. And then came World Congress. I will pause a minute here and say something about World Congress. World Congress was given to India after 108 years. The program turned out to be a huge success, astounding, fantabulous success. At the valedictory session, the Vice President of ICAI came to the dais and said, I don't know much Hindi, but na bhuto na bhavishyato. 10,000 people being respected, having the greatest of hospitality and benevolence, which I feel no other country in India could do, in the world could do. And therefore, I accord that this was the last World Congress which was held in India under the aegis of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. They have foregone all other World Congresses. We are the last proud country to host World Congress. In the World Congress, the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Singapore also came. As were customary, we invited him to our BKC building. Although reluctant, he went to see the building. But the moment he saw the building, he was taken aback. Oh my God, how beautiful, how outrageous, splendid, marvelous, fantabulous building it is. Our president very humbly said, he said, sir, we have more than 130 such buildings in the country. History was created. He went back and wrote, I don't feel that we should do an MOU with India. MOU entails two party, one a giver, other a taker. Rather, I propose to have a unilateral announcement. And what he said created history in the entire world's accounting circles. He said, henceforth, any Indian chartered accountant who happens to be in Singapore for more than 6 months, for reason whatsoever, shall automatically have the membership of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Singapore. We are masters in technology, artificial intelligence. We have a committee, artificial intelligence in ICAI. We have close to 30,000 chartered accountants who have graduated in it. They hold the certificate course. Blockchains, we are the leaders. Data analytics, Internet of Things, cyber security audits, information security audits. Indian chartered accountants lead, and one good news for you. 81% of the international technology initiatives emerge from India. We are proud to be Indians. We are proud to be Indian chartered accountants. My dear friends, if you go to forensics, we have now, I told you that the world wants to give royalty. So we have made global forensic standards. Any country in the world can use our standards, which is suited to their customs and usages. When you go to your career, I call upon you to understand two things. Number one, don't go into the job package. Go on to the job description. If you want to do jobs, you need to go for companies which will give you such experience which you could use throughout your life. I gave the example of Naina Lal Kidwai. The lady who was a chartered accountant went ahead, did her business course in Harvard, and transformed the entire accounting world with her thought process and vision. I call upon you to first of all take a care where you intend to go. Today evening, sit back home, create a blueprint of what you want, whether you want to do job or you want to go into practice, whether you want to become an investor or you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you want to go into taxation, indirect taxation, merchant banking, investment banking, system audits, technology, forensics, sustainability, ESG. It is your call where you want to go. Please go and take a call on it. I want to tell you that we as chartered accountants stand with the nation. APG Abdul Kalam Sahab very rightly said, Indian chartered accountants are partners in nation building. I contemplate that 2 years from now, people will say Indian chartered accountants are partners in global building. We contribute not only for our country, but globally. And I want to tell you that we had a council, we have one council meeting which is outside India. This time the council meeting was deliberately kept in Pahalgam. Not only we, our parents, our families, our small children went at Pahalgam where nobody dared to go. The message was loud and clear. We stand with the country. We stand with Kashmir in this hour of distress. And more importantly, we want to give a message. There is no place for terrorism in this civilization. We have to work to create value for our country and move ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, before I say goodbye to you, I want to tell you, you have a benevolent fund. There are chartered accountants who are less fortunate. We have to support them. They are our brothers and sisters. You never know how time takes its call. Young chartered accountants leave this world leaving behind their families. their wives. I call upon you to become a life member of Chartered Accountant Development at the first instance. Only those institutions rise in the world whose members have compassion to serve and help their membership. It is the start of your journey, and they say well begun is half done. When you fight, they say first blow is half the battle. And today you have achieved. They say difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. You are a chartered accountant here. You will grow in your life, create value. But the last message which I want to tell you is again very important. Your family. Whatever we are is only because of the family. More importantly, your parents. I don't know how many of you have touched your mother in the past 10 days and said, Mother, whatever I am, I'm only because of you. I don't know how many of you have hugged your father in the last 2 months. My dear friends, you will achieve higher pedestals of success, but that success emerges from your family. And it continues also when you have an emotional quotient that lets you move ahead. Your friends, your professional brothers, your institutes calls for your indulgence. My dear friends, I do not want to give sermons to you, but I want to tell you of my professional career scaling over 35 years. I have seen those people prosper, those people grow ahead who have deep bonding with their families. So my last parting word to you, which I did as the president when I took over as the 73rd president on 12th February 2020.
Motivated us to carry forward the value and the vision that ICAI stands. Motivated us to carry forward the value and the vision that ICAI stands for. And now it's time for a very special moment. In today's convocation, we are truly privileged to have with us a dynamic leader, a distinguished administrator, and an inspiring